Hey folks, Mike Dawkins from Worldcast Anglers here with your Jackson Hole fly fishing forecast for the first weekend in July, July 1st and 2nd. June screamed on by, offering us a lot of below average temperatures, a lot of above average precipitation, and for a long time there, it really wasn't feeling like summer was going to come. It was just going to be a little bit of spring into fall, into our 8-month or 10-month winter that it feels like we have here in the greater Jacksonville area. But this weekend, it's coming online in true summer fashion. We've got the 4th of July holiday coming up. We've got small stream fisheries, South Fork of the Snake tribs, and Teton River tribs coming online, adding in some other fishing opportunities. And nothing says summer in the greater Jacksonville area like small stream, walk wade, cutthroat, dry fly fishing, ditching the waders, wet wading, just taking the rain jacket and the shorts and the flip-flops. Can't be more excited than anyone to start doing some of that. I don't know what you think, but Pine Creek behind me looks prime time for its opener on Saturday, July 1st. We've got caddis, there's some PMDs, a couple little Drake spinners. You know, probably I would be out here with some attractors, some dry droppers, and some things along those lines if I was fishing the opener this weekend, which I probably will. But looking into weather this weekend, we've got Saturday 78 and 52, mostly sunny. And check this out, guys, 80 degrees on Sunday, 54 for the low, and lots of sunshine. It looks like our 10-day forecast is going to have a lot more of that and a lot less of those below average temperatures that we've been seeing here the past 6 weeks. Palisades Reservoir, 99% brimming full. Jackson Lake, 85%. There, we've got most of the storage in the upper Snake River Basin is still left in Jackson Lake. American Falls, Henry's Lake, Palisades Reservoir, those are all full, and that's why we're still seeing those low flows coming out of Jackson Lake Dam, but those will be changing here, so we'll go over that in the Snake. South Fork of the Snake, 10,100 CFS from Palisades Dam, 10,900 CFS there on the lower river. We saw a little bit of a flow drop there in the past couple days. Water temperatures are still cold. We've heard some fishing with some salmon flies and stuff on the very lowest portion of the river. Nothing on the upper or in the canyon, but it's gonna happen. There's been some drakes, PMDs, and caddis there, mostly like section 2 and a lot more in section 3. But with this warm weather coming up, I would forecast that the dry fly fishing should only get better if flows stay consistent, and we should start seeing those big bugs any day, you know, coming into the 4th of July weekend, which means it'll be a busy place there out on the South Fork of the Snake. So get ready with your foam flies, your climbing rope, you know, leaders and tippet, a 0, 1, and 2X, and, you know, your droppers, and get after it. The Snake in Jackson, 285 CFS coming out of Jackson Lake Dam, 6,720 CFS going into Palisades Reservoir. Like I was saying, the Snake is pretty low for this time of year. Usually we start to see discharges of around 2,000 CFS coming out of Jackson Lake Dam. The water managers are trying to fill Jackson Lake. It's where that last storage capacity is left. But coming up on July 10th and 11th, we're going to see those flows go up to 2,000 CFS. So if you want to go get some good, consistent fishing in on the Snake, I'd probably try to do it before that big flow change, as things sort of will have to settle back out after that. We've seen bugs all over the Snake. Drakes, golden stones, some salmon flies, yellow sallies, caddis, PMDs. Dry dropper fishing is good. Clarity is good. Flows are consistent. Get after it. The Teton, 966 CFS there around Driggs, 1,760 CFS on the lower river. The Teton's coming into really good shape as well. We've started to see some bug hatches up on the upper reaches, you know, in the valley, some couple drakes, caddis, in the beginning of some of the sallies and some of the PMDs, but not much yet. Those flows are still cold and they're still a little bit high. So I would concentrate with those dry droppers. I'd concentrate with some small streamers like a JJ Special, a big bugger, and the Teton is one of those rivers that you'll definitely want to fish everything. Middle of the river, banks, all sorts of that kind of stuff. The lower river has been fishing really well with foam patterns, dry droppers, stone flies, salmon flies, golden stones. So if you're looking for a good big foam dry fly fishing fix, that would be one to put on your target. The Henry's Fork, 655 CFS coming out of the box, 1,700 CFS there on the lower river. Most of the green drakes are done. We're starting to see the flavs. We're starting to see the PMDs. We're starting to see, still lots of caddis there on the lower reaches. Water temps are still in a pretty good place, but historically the lower Henry's Fork will start to sort of fall off in its dry fly fishing quality here around the 4th of July, but I would expect that to be extended a bit, especially with our hatches being behind and our below average temperatures and our above average precip that we've been getting will allow some pretty good dry fly fishing windows into the later portion of that lower river. The ranch has been quite good flows, nice and consistent, good clarity. Brown drakes, green drakes, flavs, caddis, some of the PMDs. I throw a terrestrial in there here and there just in case on these hot, sort of afternoons we're going to start having that are, breezy with, maybe some smaller ants and some beetles and things along those lines. Our Fly Shop happy hour this week, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. We've got our sale rack 60% off. Our feature item is buy one, get one free fly boxes. We've also got buy a dozen, get a dozen free flies. We've got dollar tall boys for those 21 and up, so stop on by. That's Friday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, as I said, we've got some great fishing options. I didn't even go over some of the stuff south of Jackson, Yellowstone, our still waters, some of our other little walkway, tributaries that are going to start coming into play. But you've got some really good options no matter what you want to do. If you're tired of the boat, you've been fishing the Henry's Fork and the South Fork a lot and want to get in on the wade fishing, all of the Teton River tributaries and South Fork tributaries, as I said, are opening up. We've got all sorts of options. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the fishing out there. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you here next week.